So I'm going to show you how they derived the quadratic formula through completing the square. So first thing you do always is set it equal to 0. But I bet we agree that we like having the 0 on the right. Okay? Now, some mathematician a long time ago figured out that 4a is what you multiply both sides by so that you can clear the fraction. So I distribute, and I distribute, and I distribute, and anything times 0 is 0. So I don't know if you remember when you solved by completing the square that the next thing you did was you moved that last number over. So remember when if we had x squared plus 8x plus 4 equals 0, the first thing you did was you moved that over. So you're going to take this and move it over. So 4a squared x squared plus 4abx equals negative 4ac. And then remember the next thing you did is you would make a box. This would go in the first spot. So make a box. Let me lift this up a little bit. This goes in the first spot. Okay. And then you would split this up with the 8x was 4x and 4x. So now you're going to take this and split it up. Okay. Which is 2abx and 2abx. And now you got to make sure it's a square. So if that's a 4, that's got to be a 2 and a 2, an a and an x and an x. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out. And if you see that, that's going to be a b because 2ax, what's left? B. 2ax, so b. And now, just like we did here, remember we went x, 4, 4. And then we went 4 times 4, 16. And we added 16 to both sides. So now I'm going to go b times b is b squared. And that b squared is what I'm going to add to both sides. Now remember, what goes here is what's on the outside. So it's going to be 2ax plus b squared equals, instead of writing negative 4ac plus b squared, I'm going to write b squared minus 4ac. What do you do anytime you have a squared? Square root. 2ax plus b equals plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. Sorry about that. Okay? And then if you look, and the next thing what you can do is you can subtract b. So now I'm left with 2ax equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. Now in order to get the x by itself, I divide by 2a, divide by 2a, boom. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. And that is how the quadratic formula was created from completing the square.